Well, one heck of a basketball game. And I think it's our best win of the season. And the reason I feel that way is because we beat an outstanding team tonight. You know, we've been watching Cal throughout the year, knew they were going to be an excellent team. Their physical size, their talent, their experience, watching how Jabari Bird and Jordan Matthews have really settled into great shooters on the perimeter. They have all the parts of a championship type of team. And they're also an outstanding defensive team. You know, part of why Gabe didn't get a lot of shots in the first half, you know, I like to take the blame or say, hey, we didn't do this. But, you know, they're not an easy team to score on. They're not an easy team to get a three-point shot on. So the fact we beat them, we feel really good about because, again, of the quality that they bring to the table when you play them. They're outstanding. The finish tonight was one of the great finishes that I've been a part of. Karma has a funny way of coming back around. I've listened or heard, you know, the different quotes, the different people saying that at the end of the game that Gabe hasn't necessarily come through, that, you know, maybe you need to give the ball to somebody else, et cetera. He looked pretty good at the end of the game tonight. And he's done it more times than you realize. At Gonzaga, at Cal, he had a really big three, and then he ended up having the game-winning shot not go in, but it was a good drive. But his shots, how difficult they were, how clutch they were. I mean, you're going to watch a lot of basketball games. You're not going to see an ending like that very often. It was amazing. And the other part of the karma is I've never been more happy for a kid than I am right now for Gabe, because as a freshman, he didn't play, and he stayed. As a sophomore, he accepted his role on a great team. He did not get enough credit for the role he had on last year's team. And now it's not always fun when you're the hunted. It's not always fun when you're the guy who shoots the ball at the end of the game. There's a lot of responsibility that you feel. And to watch him bounce back from last week's performance, his own and our team's, and do what he did tonight in the second half. He had 19 points in the second half against an incredible defensive team. And he deserves a lot of credit. He put us on his back, and we left with an incredibly hard-fought win. The other part for tonight is we played tremendous defense. If you look at Cal's numbers, other than their offensive rebounding, if we would have done a better job there, I think we'd have won the game by a different margin or maybe a different way. But they certainly beat us up around the glass. But our numbers, our defense, our perimeter defense showed up tonight, and that was also a big part of why we won.
You talked about this a couple of weeks ago after USC, but did you have to talk Gabe into staying after his first year?
I wouldn't say talk him into it, but really make him believe that he had a bright future here. And his mom and him believed us. And I'm glad he stayed, because he's not just having a very good year this year and obviously a great game today, but you just go through the statistics of what he's brought to this program in a 4-year window. I mean, he's one of the all-time best three-point shooters that have played here. He's won a ton of games. And he, you know what, all that's great. He's also a great kid. Great kid.
Where does that finish rank for you so far in games you've played here?
You know, I'm not someone who's always about myself, but for me, this would probably be number one. You know, a very hostile team that, you know, we lost to last time, and I missed the game-winning shot, so I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder coming into this game. But, you know, the game's no bigger, no smaller than any other game we've played, but, you know, that was just in the back of my mind. So for me personally, this is probably be number one for me. But as a team, we've won so many big games here. You know, it's not just about me.
So Gabe, after that Utah game, how much extra time did you spend altogether over a normal week? You said you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an exact timetable for you, but I know I was in the gym for a couple hours, and I went to RJ at night right after the game Saturday night when we got back off the charter flight. I was in RJ and I was shooting around. Just wanted to be by myself. Just wanted to, you know, understand that I play this game because I love it. It's not, a job or anything like that right now. And I had to find that love for it again. I think I kind of lost that over that last trip and not playing well and doing all those things. I was thinking too much. So, just getting an RJ late at night and then, like I said, with Coach Phelps, got in the gym during the day. Have no classes, just all online, so my schedule's always open. I just, whenever he's ready, I come in and I get some shots.
Gabe, you and Caleb playing your last two, all of the senior sports, but you and Caleb been here for 4 years. I just wondered if you could reflect on kind of your relationship with him. It seems like you've been pretty good friends with him.
Yeah, Caleb I came in with, he was my roommate freshman year. So, you spend a lot of time with the guy over the course of 4 years. It's the same face you see, and, you learn to love the guy. He's a great person. He's also a great basketball player. And he does a lot for this team. He's done a lot for, I would say a lot of the guys on the team, whether it be needing a ride somewhere or whatever it is. So, that's a special relationship that, I think we'll be friends for a very long time after Arizona.